And so the thing that helped you to survive so far will get in your way of thriving into the future. And so some of the things that we did that no longer work are not necessarily that it was wrong back then, but it is going to be in the way of going into where God takes us next. And one illustration would be that in our neighborhood there's a lot of Sheetz gas stations. And they will take a functioning store and demolish it and build a new one if they want to take it into the next level of their vision. And that gas station was still working great. A lot of the things in there were not junk, but they'd take a big track or whatever to the whole place. They demolish the whole thing and stuff it in dumpsters and send it to the land. Even though there was a lot of good things in that old store, it did not fit the vision for the new one, for where they were going. And so I see that sometimes in our life is that some of the things that worked up to now need to be completely demolished and a new thing built for where God is taking us next. And so the question is not as much, why did it happen that way? It was a stepping stone to come to here. The question that we can do something about is in the present. We can change our present. We can't go back and change the past. We can't go in the future and control the future. We can control our present, which our present will bring closure to the past, and our present will bring, we can create things in our present that we will meet in our future with the seed time and harvest mentality. Whatever we sow, if we sow injustice, we can expect to fight a mature injustice in our future. And so what we choose, we can change the present. If we want to overcome with Jesus, we have to do it in the present with him, in the now, in the here, in the now. Because Jesus is not in the tomb. Jesus rose from the dead, and he is alive right now, and things can change now. If your questions to God are based on your past or your future, he cannot answer them. He can answer them if you bring them into the present and you ask about the present. How do I deal with the past from the present? How do I deal with the future from the present? But not, why did he allow that back there? There could be a million reasons, and it could be different answers to everybody in the room. But if we know who we are now and what we're called to do in the future, we can change our life now. And if we know that God loves us, and he always did love us, and we put that in the equation, then we get that out of the way, that it wasn't because he didn't love us, it wasn't because, whatever was happening back then. God will start showing you areas where he was protecting you, where you had missed it. I believe that he does everything that he can to protect us as we go. God put people in our life, and those people, I think I can safely say those people are walking in parts with God and parts of not. And if we can see that as a reality, and if we can help people change, if we can see that in our life, part of it is all out for God, and part of it's not quite sure. The part that's not quite sure in our life is going to make trouble for the people following us if we don't deal with it. And so God did not make us robots. He made us children. He made us in his image. And part of his image is free. Part of his image is maturing. When Jesus came to earth, he learned obedience by the things he suffered. I believe that Jesus encountered things on earth that he didn't have to encounter in heaven. But it helped him to bring another perspective here on earth. And his perspective was healing. His perspective was dealing with all the works of the enemy. His perspective was he came and dealt with the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And that's why if you want to heal, you cannot heal with only a logical approach. Healing is deeper than just a logical approach. You can't think through your own healing. We have to surrender and submit to Jesus. We have to say yes to him. We have to agree with who he made us and walk from that spot, or we will stay stuck.